Hey guys, Mr. Baines here to talk about the distributive property and factoring. Add this to your table of contents. Go ahead and pause it. Okay, we're going to be learning about obviously the distributive property and factoring. This will help us rearrange expressions. All right, so let's say we had two rooms. How could you express the area of these two rooms together? Okay, so one is 7 feet wide, the other is 3 feet wide, and both are 4 feet long. Okay, well, one way you could express it would be 4 feet times 7 plus 3. Okay, so 4 feet times 7 plus 3. You could also do 4 times 7 and 4 times 3. Both are correct and both get you 40. So you could put it in parentheses like this. Okay, either way you get 40. What if you didn't know how wide this other room was? How could you express these together? Well, when you do it this way, you could do 4 times x plus 4 times 3. All right, and that would get you 4x plus 12. Okay, you could also do 4 times x plus 3, but either way, you'd end up with 4x plus 12. All right, so the distributive property is where you take the number outside the parentheses and you multiply it by everything inside the parentheses. So here, the 4 doesn't just need to be multiplied by x. It needs to be multiplied by x and by 2. So when you set up an equation like this, make sure you distribute the 4. Okay, so the 4 is distributed to each term. All right, so here you're going to distribute the 5 to the y and to the 4. Okay, so the 5 goes to the y and to the 20. All right, try these on your own. Go ahead and pause it. All right. So the 6 needs to go to the x and to the 2. So it's 6x plus 12. 3 needs to go to the x and to the 4. So it's 3x plus 12. 4x minus 20. Okay, the sign stays the same. The sign of this term stays the same. 7x minus 7. All right. So you can use the distributive property to get rid of parentheses. All right, and you would want to do that to help you combine like terms, okay, and to make the equation look a little simpler sometimes. Okay, so sometimes this is simpler, other times it is simpler to make it look like this. Be very careful with your signs. So whatever sign it is, it stays. So negative 2x plus 3. So the negative 2 goes out in front. So you get a negative 2x minus 6. Okay, or plus a negative 6. Both are correct. 3 times 4 is 12x. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Try these ones on your own. Go ahead and pause it. All right. These are the correct answers. Check your work. Okay. If there's nothing outside the parentheses, okay, then actually there is something. It's a 1. Okay, so if it's just a negative sign outside the parentheses, then you have a negative 1 outside the parentheses. So these two are the same. All right. So really what happens when you do this is all that happens is the signs on both of these change. Both numbers turn into their opposites. All right, so go ahead and try these. Write your answer in your notebook. Go ahead and pause it. All right, check your work. 9 turns to negative 9. 3 turns to negative 3. Negative 5 turns to positive 5. 1 turns to negative 1, and so on. Okay. Use the distributive property to rewrite this expression without parentheses. Write your answer in your notebook. Go ahead and pause it. The correct answer is B, 3x plus 12. Write your answer to this one in your notebook. Go ahead and pause it. All right, the correct answer is 5x plus 35, so C. Try this one in your notebook. Go ahead and pause it. Okay, the 2 needs to go to the x and the 5, so it's 2x plus 10, B. And try this one in your notebook. Go ahead and pause it. Correct answer is C. C, not too difficult. Last one of these. Okay, go ahead and pause it. Correct answer is C again, 2w minus 12. Oh, no, one more. 2 more. 3 more. Sorry, I wanted you to get some practice with negative signs, decimals, and fractions. They all work the same. All right, try these in your notebook. Go ahead and pause it. Okay, the correct answer is negative 4x plus 36, so D. Try this one. So the only one with a positive 5.2 is this one, okay? And then negative 48.36, 5.2x minus 48.36. All right, try this one. This one will take a little longer. Go ahead and pause it. All right, so you'll have 5x minus 45 halves, okay? Because you get 2 times 5 divided by 2. So that's 10 divided by 2, which is just 5. And then you get 5 times 9, which is 45. So negative 45 divided by 2. Answer is D. Okay, you can also use it in reverse. And you're going to need to be able to do both, because sometimes it'll be better to do this. Sometimes it'll be better to have this. Okay, so if both numbers can be divided by another number, you can pull out that number and put parentheses around the other two. So here, both 7x and 35 are divisible by 7. You can factor the 7 out, okay? So 7x plus 35. And what you should do is, whichever way you do this, you should double check by doing the opposite. So the distributive property and factoring are opposites of each other, and you can double check. So if you're given this and you do this, okay, you can double check by going back. All right. So you can factor numbers with variables or both. So here you can pull out a 2. So I pull the 2 out, x plus 2y. Notice if I distribute the 2 again, it gives me this. If I pull a 3 out, I get 3b plus 1. Definitely be careful with your signs, okay? You could have done this 2 ways. You can pull out a negative 5, or you could pull out a positive 5. Whichever one you do needs to stay the same. So here I got negative 5 times j plus 2k minus 5m. I could have also pulled out a positive 5, and then I'd have negative j minus 2k plus 5m. Both are correct. All right, here they all have an a in them and a number, so I can pull out the 2 and the a and make this a little simpler. So it'd be 5 plus 4b. All right, try these on your own. Write your answer in your notebook. Go ahead and pause it. All right, the correct answers are these. Oops, I can take out the a here. I forgot to do that. So you'd get 4a times 1 plus 5b plus 3bc. That would be correct. Okay. You could have also gotten positive 2 times negative h minus 5j. That would also be correct. All right, factor the following. Go ahead and pause it. The correct answer is C. You take the 4 out, you get a P and a plus 6Q. Try this one. Go ahead and pause it. Okay, if you pull out the 5, you get 5G plus 3H. So B. All right, try this one. Go ahead and pause it. The correct answer is B. If you pull out the 3R, you have a 1 plus 3T plus 5X. Try this one. Go ahead and pause it. Okay. You can only pull out a V. Okay, so the 7 or the 2 is the odd person out. So if you pull out the V, you get 2 plus 7 plus 14, which would actually be a lot simpler because then you could just combine these like terms, right? This is the same as 23V. Okay, try this one. Go ahead and pause it. All right, you could pull out a negative 3a. If you pull out a negative 3a, you'd get negative 3a times 2 plus 5b plus 6bc. So the correct answer is A. All right, try this one in your notebook. Go ahead and pause it. Okay. So the correct answer to this, you could factor this like that. All right, try this one. So if a regular pentagon has a perimeter of 10x plus 25, what does each side equal? All right, go ahead and pause it. Okay, a pentagon has 5 sides, so you got to pull out a 5. You'd have 5 sides that are 2x plus 5 long. All right, so each side is 2x plus 5 centimeters or inches long. Last thing for this, write a tip chart for both of these words. Go ahead and pause it. That's it for this video. I need you to go to Google Classrooms, finish that homework, and then you're done. I'll see you next time.